Hello there, assassins. A few days ago, I was lucky enough to take part in Ubisoft Media preview event, which means I got to play Assassin's Creed Shadows early. I cannot describe to you the feeling I got when I started playing that game, but let's take one thing at a time. First, I will talk about my own experience, then I will answer some of your questions, and in the meantime, you'll be able to see the footage I captured when playing it during the remote event. So my overall opinion on the game is it's absolutely awesome. I literally loved everything about it. It felt like home. It felt really cozy, familiar somehow. And I do know how, because it's very similar to Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Syndicate, just as I predicted. So by now you must have noticed that I chose Yasuke to play as my protagonist. And I'll tell you why. Well, firstly, is just simply because I like him. Then, of course, it's just to annoy all of those internet trolls who are talking shit about Yasuke for so many months. And obviously, for one simple reason, is that I'm not that good at stealth, and playing as Naue would have taken me at least double the time to finish all the missions, and I didn't have that luxury because, and yes, I can say it now, we've played for 4 hours, 1 hour of which we were watching the prologue, and we got to play about 3 hours all in all. My video lasts for a little over 2.5 hours. Now, keep in mind, this was a remote event, which means I connected to somebody's computer from my own computer and I played the game remotely. So, at some point, you will notice in my video there's a lot of lag due to my bad connection because my connection is extremely unreliable. I'm, of course, zone 2, slap bang in the middle of London, and the connection's rubbish. Now, my other excuse for dying too many times is the following. I've been playing Odyssey for nearly 2000 hours, so I'm kinda used to those controls. So when you swap the square and the circle button around, this is going to create a little bit of confusion. So let me share a quick recap of my first impressions. Thing number one that stood out to me was, of course, gameplay. It was very smooth and enjoyable, and it was just flowing. I didn't have any problems with it whatsoever. I do want to mention it for our virtual photographers who are waiting on what the photo mode in this game might bring. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the photo mode just yet, but it will be in the game. There was a prompt explaining which buttons you need to press to enter photo mode, which of course I did, and nothing happened. And I kept trying, but still. All I wanted to see was what new options we're getting with this photo mode because I've spent so long asking online for certain options and certain features to be available in Shadows photo mode, and I am so excited about it, and I really want to see if some, any, all of those options were implemented in this game at this time. Now let's talk about difficulty. I always choose to play on normal difficulty because I don't really want to make my life harder by trying to defeat my enemies in the game. I just want to relax and have fun, basically. So when it came to me fighting the first boss, I thought he was quite alright to fight. He wasn't too difficult to defeat and he wasn't too easy to defeat. And that's before I noticed actually that he was level 25 and I was level 9, I believe, if I'm remembering this correctly. So the difficulty of this game must be something between what we had in Odyssey and in Valhalla, because in Odyssey, if the enemy was a couple of levels higher than you, it was very difficult to defeat him, while in Valhalla, it didn't really matter. Your enemy could have been 50 levels above yours, and he was pretty easy to get rid of. Now, I cannot say if this was done for demonstration purposes only, or this is what we're getting in the game. You know about level scaling, it can be turned on or off. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Now, another thing that really stood out to me is I was climbing a cliff as Yasuke, and I slid down and I got stuck between the side of the cliff and a tree. And in previous games, like Valhalla, most likely scenario, you're getting stuck between the tree and the cliff. That's it, you're done. Desynchronization imminent, and then you'll have to reload. This never happened in Shadows, and mind you, this is still, as it says at the bottom of the screen, work in progress, and it didn't desync me. I was really pleasantly surprised. And yet another pleasant surprise was when I realized that they got rid of those annoying sounds from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They've used those in combat article videos, and I was very surprised to hear them. Exact same Valhalla sounds, no change to them whatsoever, and I did complain about it, I'm afraid. And it was for the best, because right now the sounds are absolutely fantastic. They are not loud at all, they are not annoying and not intrusive, and they don't affect my gameplay in the slightest. Now, the best part for me in my whole experience was probably just bashing through doors and having fun destroying things that are breakable. But there is always a but. I had to desync twice before I realized what had actually happened. While fighting someone, I must have hit the gunpowder or supplies that contain bullets or something, because it all exploded and killed me instantly. The first time around, I thought somebody actually shot me with a big gun from behind where I couldn't see while I was busy fighting some guys at a location. But the second time it just confirmed, because I was standing just in the same spot as where I died previously, and I hit the same sack of whatever supplies. I hit again, and it exploded again in my face, and I died instantly. So I didn't do that again. So guys, please take care. Mind which potato sacks you're destroying. Some of them don't contain potatoes, actually. So in my next video, I will be answering your questions. So feel free to ask your questions in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time very shortly. Bye bye.